The very structure of your brain, what you thought was fixed, is literally remodeling itself right now, altering how you remember yesterday and how you feel about tomorrow. Your internal landscape is not static. It's a living, breathing, constantly evolving system, sculpted by every single choice you make. This isn't just abstract science, it's the hidden truth of your daily experience, unfolding without you even realizing it. You are an active participant in the ongoing redesign of your own mind. In the coming moments, you will deeply understand two profound, interconnected brain processes that rewrite your reality every single day. The incredible phenomenon of neuroplasticity, which allows your adult brain to continuously reshape its connections and even grow new cells, and the astonishing gut-brain axis, where the tiny microbes residing within your gut communicate directly with your brain, profoundly influencing your focus and your stress levels. Prepare to see your own mind and your daily choices in an entirely new light. For so long, we imagined the adult brain as a finished product, a static masterpiece completed in early adulthood, but that simply isn't true. Imagine your brain not as a rigid monument, but as a vast, vibrant city that is perpetually under construction. New roads are being paved, old ones are being rerouted, and entire districts are constantly being renovated. This dynamic, continuous architectural work is what we call neuroplasticity. It's the brain's astonishing ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. Think about the process of learning. When you pick up a new skill, whether it's playing a musical instrument, mastering a complex recipe, or even navigating a new city, your brain isn't just storing information in pre-existing compartments. No, it's actually changing its physical architecture. Neurons, the fundamental building blocks of your brain, aren't just sending signals, they're forging stronger bonds with each other, creating entirely new pathways. It's like a path through a forest that becomes wider and more defined the more often you walk it. The more you practice, the deeper the grooves, the stronger the connection. Consider a fascinating study by Maguire and colleagues in 2001. They observed the brains of London taxi drivers, who are famously required to memorize an incredibly complex map of the city's streets, known as the knowledge. What they found was truly groundbreaking. These drivers had significantly larger posterior hippocampi compared to control subjects. The hippocampus, as you might know, is a crucial region for spatial navigation and memory. This wasn't a genetic difference, it was a physical change in brain structure, directly induced by the intense mental training required for their job. Their brains had literally grown and reorganized to accommodate the demands placed upon them. It's not just a metaphorical growth, it's a measurable physical adaptation. This means your memories aren't simply files in a cabinet, they're living pathways. Every time you recall a cherished moment or struggle to remember a fact, you are either strengthening or weakening a neural connection. And your mood? It's not just a fleeting feeling. The persistent emotions you experience, especially those you dwell on, sculpt the very emotional circuits in your brain. A prolonged period of stress, for instance, can prune back connections in areas vital for emotional regulation and decision-making, while strengthening those associated with fear and anxiety. It's like a sculptor with your daily experiences as the chisel, constantly refining the contours of your mind. Your brain is never truly finished. It's always in a state of becoming. This constant remodeling isn't a passive process. It's profoundly influenced by everything you do. And what if I told you that a significant amount of this influence is actually originating far away from your skull, deep within your gut? This is where the story gets even more astonishing, an absolute game changer for understanding your daily life. Forget the old idea that your brain is the solitary commander of your body. It turns out your gut, that complex internal universe filled with trillions of microbes, is constantly engaged in a two-way conversation with your brain. This isn't some slow, polite chat. It's a bustling superhighway of communication, moving at lightning speed, impacting everything from your memory recall to your ability to handle stress. Before understanding this, you might have simply accepted a foggy brain day or a wave of unexplained anxiety as just how you are. Now, you'll realize those experiences are direct messages, signals from your gut, profoundly shaping the very circuits we just discussed. Consider the intricate dance happening inside you. Your gut, often called the second brain because it houses an enormous network of neurons, communicates with your actual brain through several crucial pathways. There's the vagus nerve, a direct neural superhighway connecting the two. But even more fascinating, your gut microbes, an entire ecosystem of bacteria, fungi, and viruses living within you, are actively producing a startling array of neuroactive compounds. These aren't just inert passengers, they're chemical factories. They synthesize neurotransmitters like serotonin, which is vital for mood regulation, and GABA, a key calming neurotransmitter, both of which travel from your gut to influence brain function. They also produce short-chain fatty acids, which can cross the blood-brain barrier and directly impact brain cell health and function. Think about the profound difference this understanding makes. Before, when you felt a sudden dip in focus or a surge of inexplicable stress, you might have attributed it to external pressures or just a bad day. But what if that feeling was being amplified or even initiated by specific microbes thriving or struggling in your gut? A landmark study by Bravo and colleagues in 2011 showed how a particular probiotic, Lactobacillus rhamnosus, could actually alter GABA receptor expression in the brains of mice, leading to reduced anxiety-like behavior and fewer stress-induced corticosterone levels. The simple presence of specific bacteria fundamentally changed how their brains responded to stress. It sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? Yet, it's happening inside you every moment. The implication is staggering. The food you eat, the environment you expose your gut to, isn't just fueling your body, it's directly dictating the chemical messengers your brain receives, thereby modulating the very neuroplasticity we discussed. An unhealthy gut, populated by an imbalance of microbes, can lead to chronic low-grade inflammation. And this inflammation doesn't stay contained in your gut. It can spread its influence to your brain, creating an environment less conducive to new synaptic connections, impairing memory, and even contributing to feelings of anxiety and depression. Your gut is quite literally sending signals that can either nurture or hinder your brain's ability to learn, adapt, and thrive. So, how can you actively leverage these profound new truths about your brain and gut today? This isn't about grand gestures, it's about subtle, consistent choices that compound over time. Let's explore 3 powerful, actionable strategies you can implement right away. First, to specifically encourage neuroplasticity and memory formation, embrace novel learning experiences daily. Our brains thrive on newness. Instead of defaulting to passive consumption of information, actively engage with something unfamiliar. This could mean spending 20 minutes attempting to learn a few phrases in a new language using an app, or perhaps trying to master a simple new chord on an instrument. It might be tackling a complex puzzle, or even taking a different route on your daily walk and consciously observing the new surroundings. The key is to introduce a mild challenge, something that requires focused attention and isn't yet fully automated. This effort stimulates the release of growth factors like BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which acts like fertilizer for your neurons, encouraging the formation and strengthening of new synaptic connections vital for learning and memory. Secondly, you can actively cultivate a diverse and healthy gut microbiome to support the gut-brain axis. This means intentionally incorporating fermented foods and prebiotics into your diet. Think about adding a daily serving of natural, unsweetened yogurt, kefir, kimchi, or sauerkraut to your meals. These are rich and beneficial live bacteria that contribute to a more diverse and robust gut ecosystem. Simultaneously, feed those good microbes with prebiotics, the dietary fiber they love. Excellent sources include oats, garlic, onions, asparagus, bananas, and artichokes. Aim for a wide variety of plant-based foods. By doing this, you're not just improving digestion, you're directly influencing the production of those vital neurotransmitters and short-chain fatty acids that calm your nervous system, sharpen your focus, and reduce brain inflammation. It's a direct dietary intervention for your mood and cognition. And finally, to foster both neuroplasticity and a healthy gut-brain connection, prioritize consistent, moderate physical activity and mindful breathing. You don't need to run a marathon. Even a brisk 30-minute walk, especially outdoors, can be profoundly beneficial. Physical activity boosts blood flow to the brain, delivering essential oxygen and nutrients, and also stimulates the release of BDNF, promoting neurogenesis and synaptic plasticity. Furthermore, exercise has been shown to positively alter gut microbiome composition. Complement this with a brief 5-minute daily practice of focused breathing, simply observing your breath, inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly. This activates your vagus nerve, a critical component of the gut-brain axis, sending calming signals to your brain, reducing stress hormone production like cortisol, and fostering a state more conducive to brain health and emotional resilience. You know, the truly profound realization here is this: you are not a passive observer of your brain's function. You are its active architect. Every bite you take, every new piece of information you engage with, every mindful breath sends direct instructions to the intricate, ever-changing landscape of your mind and the bustling metropolis of your gut. You now understand that your mood isn't some random cloud, it's often a symphony of microbial signals and neural pathways. Your memory isn't a fixed capacity, it's a dynamic garden you can cultivate. You possess the blueprint, you hold the tools. This isn't just about understanding science, it's about reclaiming agency over your own cognitive and emotional well-being. The journey into the fascinating world of your brain is just beginning. What we've uncovered today is merely a glimpse into the incredible power you hold to shape your internal world. There are so many more layers of profound insights waiting to be revealed, ready to empower you further. Keep exploring with us, because what comes next will redefine your understanding of your own incredible potential.